Good morning. Happy Friday. It's January 16th. This is Sober Readings. Today's reading from Daily Reflections is titled, Hitting Bottom. Why all this insistence that every AA must hit bottom first? The answer is that few people will sincerely try to practice the AA program unless they have hit bottom. For practicing AA's remaining 11 steps means the adoption of attitudes and actions that almost no alcoholic who is still drinking can dream of taking. That's from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 24. Hitting bottom opened my mind, and I became willing to try something different. What I tried was AA. My new life in the fellowship was a little like learning how to ride a bike for the first time. AA became my training wheels and my supporting hand. It's not that I wanted the help so much at the time. I simply did not want to hurt like that again. My desire to avoid hitting bottom again was more powerful than my desire to drink. In the beginning, that was what kept me sober. But after a while, I found myself working the steps to the best of my ability. I soon realized that my attitudes and actions were changing, if ever so slightly. One day at a time, I became comfortable with myself and others, and my hurting started to heal. Thank God for the training wheels and supporting hand that I choose to call Alcoholics Anonymous. Today's reading from 24 Hours. The AA Thought for the Day. The AA program is more a way of building a new life than just a way of getting over drinking. Because in AA, we don't just stop drinking. We did that plenty of times in the old days when we went on the wagon. And of course, we always started to drink again because we were only waiting for the time when we could fall off. Once we've got sober through the AA program, we start going uphill. In our drinking days, we were going downhill, getting worse and worse. We either go down or up. Am I going uphill, getting better and better? Today's meditation for the day. I will try to obey God's will day in and day out, in the wilderness plains as well as on the mountaintops of experience. It is in the daily strivings that perseverance counts. I believe that God is the Lord of little things, the divine controller of little happenings. I will persevere in this new way of life. I know that nothing in the day is too small to be part of God's scheme. And today's prayer for the day. I pray that the little stones which I put into the mosaic of my life may make a worthwhile pattern. I pray that I may persevere and so find harmony and beauty. And today's final reading is a passage from As Bill Sees It. Today we're reading from page 204, The Building of Character. Since most of us are born with an abundance of natural desires, it isn't strange that we often let these far exceed their intended purpose. When they drive us blindly, or we willfully demand that they supply us with more satisfactions or pleasures than are possible or due us, that is the point at which we depart from the degree of perfection that God wishes for us here on earth. That is the measure of our character defects, or, if you wish, of our sins. If we ask, God will certainly forgive our derelictions, but in no case does He render us white as snow and keep us that way without our cooperation. That is something we are supposed to be willing to work toward ourselves. He asks only that we try as best we know how to make progress in the building of character. And that's from the 12 and 12, page 65. And that's it for today's readings. Thanks for listening. So what stuck out to you in today's readings? For me, it was the AA thought for the day. It reminds me that being in AA isn't just about quitting drinking. It's about changing behaviors, being a better person, and doing the right thing on a daily basis. And also that having any reservations about drinking again could bring me downhill. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on today's readings. send me an email at soberreadingswithscott@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, soberreadings.com, and fill out the form. And while you're there, click the link to follow the show and click the donate button to drop $1 in the donation basket. So again, thanks for listening, and remember, just for today, don't drink, go to a meeting, and keep coming back. Have a great day, and as my friend Larry says, best day ever.